Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys are having an amazing week and an even better day. Listen, I am here every single Wednesday morning. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. I come on live on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So come on in, say hello in the chat. And if you're watching on the replay, use hashtag replay and say hello. We are going to talk about how you can tap into your inner maven. I love helping my clients really own their brilliance and stand firm in their brilliance. Okay. So I really want to talk about this. Before we move on, I want to remind you guys that tickets are on sale for Brunching and Branding. Brunching and Branding is my live in person LinkedIn and personal branding training that is happening in. Hold on. I just heard. Okay. I'm home with my kids. So I hear a door creaking. So I had to check it. Brunching and Branding is happening on Saturday, November 16th here in Philly. Okay, it is great for you if you are ready to come out of the shadows on LinkedIn, off LinkedIn, if you're trying to stand firm in your abilities, this is what you need to do. Okay, head on over to brunchingendbranding.com. Yes, I'm going to show you how to build out and optimize your LinkedIn profile, but there's also going to be a chance for you to network with other corporate professionals, other entrepreneurs. We have a catered brunch, door prizes, and you get 2 free headshots included with your admission. So make sure you head on over to brunchingendbranding.com. So let's talk about how you can tap into your inner maven. We know, especially if you are a woman of color, that we often possess a unique blend of talent, resilience, and determination. But in a world that often overlooks your contributions, it is even more important and more crucial for you to own your narrative, your story, and your brilliance. So, your personal brand is the key to doing just that and to ultimately attract the opportunities that you deserve. So, right now, we're going to explore the steps that you need to take to craft a powerful personal brand that resonates with your brand soulmate and that will propel you forward in your career and in your business. Okay. So, guys, if you're just joining, as always, ask questions. I want to know if any of this resonates with you, or if there are any questions I can answer for you, feel free to chime in below. The first step to unleashing your inner maven is understanding your brand essence. Well, Dion, what do you mean by brand essence? It's who you are and what you bring to the table. What makes you unique, right? And so here are the steps. Here are the kind of sub steps you need to do, right? Especially as you are uncovering your brand essence and getting really clear on that. So the first thing is self discovery. You need to delve into your values, your passions, your aspirations. What truly drives you? What are your unique strengths and talents? Okay. So before you can begin talking about yourself, writing about yourself, putting yourself out there, you have to be super, super clear on your brand essence. It's also important for you to identify your brand soulmate. So, who exactly is it that you need to reach with your message? Understanding your brand soulmate is going to help you tailor your message to their specific needs and desires. And I cannot stress enough, once again, your UVP, your unique value proposition. What sets you apart from your competitors? What do you bring to the table? Right? Because your secret sauce, your it factor, your UVP, that is the core of the message that will that is the core message that will guide your branding efforts. Okay, guys, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. We are here live every single Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, talking about all things personal branding, LinkedIn, and positioning. And today we're talking about how you can unleash your inner maven. And maven, guys, is just another word for expert, right? For the go to person. How do you begin to unleash that? Number two, you have to begin to craft your brand story. It is all about the power of storytelling. Storytelling is one of the most overlooked tools when it comes to connecting with your brand soulmate. Humans are naturally drawn to stories. And basically your story, your brand story is the narrative that connects you to your audience at an emotional level. Okay? When you are developing your brand narrative, thinking through like what is your journey? How did you get to this place where you are professionally in your career, in your business? And it could be something that happened personally or in life, right? I often share my story of how I was, really drawn to writing as a child because I hated public speaking. And then professionally, it was a terrible, just ridiculously toxic corporate experience that led me to where I am. People want to know, how did you get here? What challenges have you overcome? How do your personal experiences even shape your professional identity? You want to infuse your brand story into your messaging, right? So, incorporating elements of your brand story into your website, your social media, your LinkedIn profile, right? Those are the things that are going to stop people in their tracks and make them want to read more because you've connected with their heartstrings. You've pulled their heartstrings, okay? Guys, good morning. If you're just joining us, we're talking about how to unleash your inner maven and a few simple steps, 5 simple steps, right? So, one is understanding your brand essence, two, crafting your brand story, and three, y'all know I cannot come on here and not talk about LinkedIn. You need to leverage LinkedIn for maximum visibility. Your brand could be great, your brand story and narrative can be tight, but if no one's going to see it, what is it all for? On LinkedIn, it starts with optimizing your profile, right? You should create a compelling profile that showcases your expertise, your experience, and your accomplishments. There's a technical side to this, yes, using keywords effectively to improve your search visibility. But it's also about building a strong network on LinkedIn. Don't be afraid to connect with strangers. Even if right away it doesn't seem like that person is your brand soulmate, they might know someone who is. That is what I like to call OPP, other people's people, right? Start having conversations, share content, build those authentic relationships starting on LinkedIn, and feel free to take them online. Create content, right? You are a thought leader. So you need to be creating content that speaks to the issues that you're an expert in, right? Articles, writing your own content, sharing any updates related to your industry. Use LinkedIn's publishing platform to establish yourself as a thought leader, which brings us to number four, thought leadership. Because you are an expert, you have to begin to contribute to the conversations that are happening online and offline in your industry, right? And you do that by identifying industry trends, right? So hopefully you're staying up to date on trends and developments, right? You're sharing your expertise, you're contributing to publications, speaking at conferences. I talked recently about overcoming your fear of public speaking, right? Participate in webinars, workshops. There are spaces where you can absolutely contribute. And don't forget to leverage content marketing, right? High quality content, thinking about white papers or blog posts, case studies. Those are all prime ways to showcase your knowledge and your expertise. Okay. Guys, good morning. Thanks for joining. We are talking about how to unleash your inner maven. You are an expert, but you have to own it. So here are the things that you need to do, right? Let's see, we are number four. Just to quickly recap, you want to understand your brand essence. Who are you? What is your brand at its core? Secondly, you need to craft your brand story. And guess what? You might have more than one brand story too. Number three, leverage LinkedIn. Number four, you have to become a thought leader. There's an art and a science to building thought leadership. And number five, it's about creating the perfect elevator pitch. Now, same thing with your brand story. You can have several different elevator pitches, right? Your elevator pitch should be concise, brief, to the point. It should be uber clear. You should be able to clearly articulate your it factor, your unique value proposition, and what you can offer your brand soulmate. And it should be memorable, right? Make your elevator pitch memorable. I want you to use strong language, infuse some storytelling techniques, have a little fun with it, be humorous. That is what is going to help people remember you when you are in conversations with them online and offline. And of course, guys, if you have questions about any of these, I want to hear from you. Let me know down below in the chat. And if you're just joining, use hashtag replay with your question or your comments. Okay. Building a personal brand, a strong personal brand is an ongoing process. People think that somehow it's a destination, but because you are evolving every day, your brand is going to change every day, right? And so by understanding your brand essence, crafting a compelling story, leveraging LinkedIn, and becoming a thought leader, that is how you are going to position yourself as the go to expert and really attract the opportunities that you deserve. Your brand, again, is a reflection of your journey, but it's not going to work for you if you don't work for it first, right? You got to put in the work first. Okay, so guys, of course, let me know if you have any questions. And one of the ways that I can help you unleash your inner maven is at Brunching and Branding. Brunching and Branding is my live in person training. It's not even just a training, it's a whole experience that's happening this November in Philly at Brunching and Branding. It's going to be me and you, sis, and a handful of other people to really get to the core of how you can one, be free from imposter syndrome and be comfortable in your own skin when you're talking to prospects, knowing how to show up confidently online, whether you're an entrepreneur or a corporate climber, how you can position your brand using LinkedIn to have the opportunities come to you, to have prospects reach out to you. I'm going to show you my signature LinkedIn optimization method that has worked for thousands of my clients. Okay. And really just how to become intentional when it comes to showing up online. Okay. At Brunching and Branding, you bring your laptop and I walk you through all the steps, but you're going to get a deeper understanding of personal branding. We're going to work on your elevator pitch, your confidence. You'll be able to connect with like minded CEOs, entrepreneurs, and corporate professionals. Of course, there's a catered brunch because it is brunching and branding, door prizes, and 2 headshots. So if you are ready to get your professional swag back, time is winding down. It is happening in November. It is already September. Can you believe it? And we are finalizing all the details, but there are still spots available for this limited hands-on experience. Make sure you head on over to brunchandbranding.com. Now, you might be saying, Dion, I really want to work with you either one-to-one in terms of coaching. I want to learn more about your programs. Head on over to workwithdion.com. Also, feel free when you're there to not only peruse and see what my offerings are, but feel free to schedule a call where we can really talk about your specific goals. Feel free to message me if you guys have any questions, okay? As I always say, it makes no sense for you to sit on all that talent. It doesn't do you or anyone else any good. So, guys, I hope this was helpful. I'm so glad you were able to join me today, and I will see you next Wednesday, 9 a.m., for the next set of personal branding tips.